Flex sitting there for my brother, Orlando Crespo. Giving you the rice and beans. You know what I mean? What up, Slime?
Hey. What's happening then? It's your boy, Colin Parshawn. Little paint where it ain't little season with some reasoning. We back. We took a week off.
We did.
We took a week off. But we came back with a new guest, too. Tell the people who you is.
So my name is Rueben Wood. I'm the owner of SOM House 1, as well as Cannon Woods, and I'm also a media personality and a private chef myself. So, yeah.
Okay, that's a lot of stuff.
We got a lot to talk about. Y'all know the voice. Let's get into it. Let's go. Oh yeah, we got a studio audience like no other. I want to introduce my brother.
Oh, man.
You talking about the same dude you was talking about?
They still my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Make
That
sure.
he threatened.
Yeah, the same cat he threatened.
Big Shaq.
Big
is
Shaq in the
building.
studio audience.
Big up to Shaq.
Yes, indeed, man. What's happening though, man? How was y'all week off?
Oh man, every week off is a good week off. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But I ain't go front, man. I just miss the camaraderie and everything, man.
Yeah,
the show, yeah, it always bring good vibes, good energy, man. So I love it.
Yeah, I think people don't realize how much fun we have until they come.
I mean, we ain't just a show, man. We fuck with each other, heavy.
Yeah.
So I mean,
real life.
Yeah.
It was Valentine's Day though. Y'all real hush about that.
I mean, I was at the cigar lounge. Where was you at?
I wasn't here.
That's what he get.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Should have moved on.
I wasn't here.
I was at the lounge where I went every Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah, it's more singles out there than just me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in the lab. You know me. I'm always working on business.
Oh, you got you got a laboratory?
I mean, yeah, absolutely. That's why I create.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I create. I get in there and put it in.
Love potion number 9?
Nah.
Right.
No, that's what I do when I go out there and I use them words.
Hey, right now he don't want to stand alone. He'll throw you under that shit with him. Right now he don't want to go alone. So he go.
Yeah, I was local, working.
Right.
Yes. Nope.
Oh man, Rueben Wood, man. Tell us about yourself. Where you from? What you doing? All that goodness, man. How you got started? Let's just start from the top and run it down.
All right, wow. So that's a long story.
We got time. We got time. We own this.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm originally from Brunswick, Georgia. I pretty much got started doing like business and entrepreneur stuff at a real young age, man, because I've been selling candy and selling food since 3rd grade. So
I'm a hustler.
Yeah.
I'm a hustler, homie.
Literally, I've been doing that since back in the day, man. Push forward to actually getting into the entertainment business. I actually got my start in entertainment in like 2010. I pretty much was just like doing music, producing and stuff like that, which led me to get my first little record deal situation in New York with Island Def Jam when they were a thing back then.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. So where did that lead you? How did that whole process pan out?
It panned out horribly.
Not another bad industry story.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Nah, I mean, it really was what it was. You know, when you younger and you just fascinated by the hype of everything. It sound good, but yeah, basically the guy who was supposed to be like my A&R, my manager, he got the budget from the situation, and he changed his number on me. So
Oh shit.
he showed me the budget being deposited into his account.
And changed his
number.
Wow.
So,
Oh, we still looking for him.
Yeah.
We still looking for him.
That's hot. Ooh. Okay.
So coming out of that, like, was that frustrating? Like, how did you respond to that?
I don't really know how I responded to
Let me get back to you.
Did I care to share? But
I got you. I got you. My bad, because I'm not trying to put nothing out there that's not supposed to be out there.
We do not want to
But I
see you
guess-
on the news.
Yeah, I guess the real question, like in your drive and your motivation, not how you might have physically responded, but how you emotionally tackled that L.
So basically, I switched it up. I actually left New York, went back to Georgia for a minute. Then I wound up moving out to Los Angeles. Stayed out there for a good minute, and then I kind of switched gears because I was like, man, I don't really want to keep doing this music stuff on the level of, trying to put out songs and records and stuff. So that's when I kind of basically got into media, and I started a magazine company. Back then it was called Spaced Out Magazine. And pretty much from there, just doing promotions and stuff. Some of the first people that I did promotions for was like Meek Mill, MMG. Okay. So the mixtape series, he used to have the what was it called? Like Dream Chasers or something? Yeah. So that mixtape series, I think it was 2, which is his most downloaded mixtape and heavily promoted one. That's one we was actually a part of. So, I mean, it's been a long process, but I had a lot of highs, but a lot of lows during that time too. So I even wind up moving to Georgia and dang near being homeless because I was, still relying on other people, and went from one situation trying to get into another one because after the whole Island Def Jam situation, pretty much, I had a mentor at the time, and he was real thoroughly connected with Universal and Interscope. So pretty much, he had a deal on the table that was situated for publishing, and basically that fell through because one of the other artists. So it's basically like I took a couple of L's. No money, loss of money. So, yeah.
So you just had to dig deep in yourself and just say, man, let me just do for me and create my own brand and my own name and just getting stuff going off the ground. And I'm sure just from what you're telling me, I can see why you don't really want to trust in anybody else. You know what I mean?
I know that's right.
And just kind of get up and do your thing. So what you got rolling like right now?
I mean, pretty much right now, I definitely done shifted gears over the past year. So I'm doing esports, really big on the esports side with SOM House One. We just signed a couple of different players for Call of Duty and NBA 2K. So also with the Canna Woods brand, we just launched that. And it offers CBG, CBD, and then we have an adult line coming out later on this year too in different states where that's legal at. So, and we also got some drinks and stuff coming out with the CBG up in it too. They have great effects, not work effects.
We see you done tried it, right?
Right, he started smiling on that.
Like the great effects.
Yeah. And it's good too.
Right.
Another one.
So pretty much that's where I'm at with that. I mean, like where I am on the music side now though, like I'm currently signed to the Orchard, which is Sony. Okay. And I'm also with Sony ATV too for publishing. So I pretty much still been working on that side, just been producing. I don't do anything but the production side now. Okay. And just work with the labels and stuff. So, yeah.
So let me get it straight. When you first got in, you were a rapper, producer, and now you just produce.
Yeah.
So my question is, do you still have bars?
No.
I was gonna set him up out of here, boy.
I'm waiting.
I was gonna play the instrumental.
I know you
was gonna play the instrumental.
Teeth or something, and you was like, "Ooh, that's a slick line,"
right?
And I could throw that in. So I know you got something in the chamber.
You know what I'm
just
saying?
Just in case. I ain't asking for it.
I'm asking for it.
I'm just saying.
I ain't got no bars.
Said I'm dead on that.
No bars, just production. Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
Now you say, as far as the video game part, break that down for me.
So, like, as far as the esports side, we've been focusing on like tournaments. Like, we got a new tournament coming up next Friday.
Okay.
And that's gonna be a Call of Duty. Cash pool prize for that is $200. We working on one that's gonna be bigger. Trying to get the pot up to like 1,500, 2,000, something like
Okay.
that. But we got different players that's been competing, that's been attending, and for like Super Bowl weekend, I was down in Tampa. I linked up with a couple of other different esport companies, made some real great connections, and just doing something for our community. You know what I'm saying?
If you can explain esports, because a lot of the people that a lot of our fans just
Like, oh,
I'm gonna throw myself
we
in
don't
there,
know,
Please,
but they
put it out
have
there for
kids.
the old folks.
Yeah, they have kids
Not
and
me,
all that.
but
So
you know.
too.
explain
They
literally
think
what.
it ain't no money in video games
Hey,
still.
Right,
the
that's
old
what they
folks,
say.
You know, like
So for the people who are new to this, like just to kind of give you all a breakdown, one player actually just got signed for a 6-figure deal for NBA 2K, as if he's like a regular NBA player.
Playing video game.
Correct. Here in Atlanta,
Oh, okay. We stingy with the shots today. Okay, that's cool.
I'm a little rusty.
Yeah.
yeah, that week off. He
Yeah,
threw him
this
off.
guy here ain't giving nobody props for nothing. God damn. Go ahead, brother.
So basically, like here in Atlanta, with the Atlanta Hawks, they have their own esports team called like the Talons and everything. So just different areas, different states, different cities, they have their own different teams. They kind of correspond to the NBA teams and stuff like
Right.
that. Even on the EA side with Madden and NFL and everything, they're doing the same thing too. So it's a lot of money to be made in the esports industry.
Okay.
It's just like the connections. So Atlanta actually became, Atlanta actually became like one of the latest central hubs for esports. So I think the estimated revenue that Atlanta generated was somewhere upwards of over 20 million. So, and that was just like last year, and it's a billion dollar industry.
So I got a question because I'm a 2K player.
Okay.
Right? And
Pretty good too.
In my mind, ain't nobody rocking with me in 2K.
Hold on.
I'm a my career player.
Okay.
So I understand the whole e-gaming. And I really understand when you play against people who really do this. Like, I've been in that situation where, like, yo, this dude is toasting me. Like, he's gonna score all the points, and he's embarrassing me out
Right.
here, right? So how do you get into that as a gamer? Like, cause you on a team, right? You have right. So would I like bring my talents to what is it? Some house?
SOM house,
Yeah,
yeah.
You're right. Because I checked your website. Like, do I bring my application and I apply with you and I say, hey, listen,
I'm out here.
I'm a solid B plus on the game. My jump shot, I probably could use a glitch joint. But how do I get better at this? How do I monetize my talent and my love for this 2K?
I mean, so basically with SOM House One, I do a lot of the development side for gamers and stuff, like getting their Twitches and stuff set up.
Right.
But also just doing the marketing and branding aspect of that because, just a player alone, if you got your Twitch set up properly and you've met the requirements for the affiliate status, you automatically are eligible to be able to make money from when you go live and stream.
Right.
So basically, those are the type of things that I do, and I help basically like gamers not only get that set up, but also participate in different tournaments so they can win money. We can win money, get like sponsors and things like that too.
So you like the A&R for me?
Yeah,
Basically.
that wouldn't help your game. Sorry.
Well, you know what would really help my game?
You play?
You know another one.
No, it's
You know what would help my game though? Is one of them glitch shots. Is it
There you go.
13? Is it like just help me out? Which one of these glitch shots am I supposed to put on my guy to to make my 60 shooting center all of a sudden he like I'm wet.
Like he's Steph out there.
You know what I'm saying?
So-
don't make it
so
seem like you don't
asking-
know what I'm
so
saying.
you asked for the cheat code.
I'm not asking for a cheat code.
You
We don't
asking
do
for the
cheat codes.
cheese. They
I'm
call it
asking-
cheese. Well, they call it cheese.
I'm
You want
ask-
the cheese?
I'm asking for the cheese.
Okay.
No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. But he's laughing because he know what I'm
he
talking
know,
about.
yeah,
You
it's
know
a
what I'm
real
saying?
thing.
98.
It's
I
a
don't
real
want to put them all out there, but you know.
Yeah, it's a real thing. But you know them cats, they be on there all the time, man.
Yo, I don't care what glitch shot I use, man. My jump shot don't never go in.
You actually play?
Now I actually do play NBA 2K. I'm not the best player at that, so that's why with me even having my own brand, I ain't really want to be the person who was playing as much. I
Right.
wanted to get the players to help them and then kind of build something. So,
He A&R.
You work the corner, I get the bread.
Yeah.
Did I? Okay, go ahead.
No, you're not saying it's not like that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not like that. He's just saying like you can only go so far,
Right.
And he gonna push you. He gonna push he gonna put you on a different platform.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Use
Yeah.
your blocks.
But he got to have the skills, though.
I mean, look, you can keep hustling over there and getting crumbs,
what I'm saying.
or you can come over here and get some real bread.
That's what I'm saying.
You want to eat? So I definitely understand.
My man, like, what the fuck are they talking about?
What we talking about? I'm hungry now.
He talking about what the fuck?
Right, I'm hungry.
Right. Crumbs.
Y'all
What the
got
fuck
some
are
food?
y'all talking about?
That bread. Y'all got some pizza in there?
Oh,
And you do
man.
the same thing with Call of Duty.
yeah,
There's a lot of fellas I think out here think they can play Call of Duty too.
yeah, it's vicious.
It is.
It's vicious on that.
Call of Duty is like serious.
Yeah.
I mean, so is 2K. 2K. If you run into teams like that, we ran into teams where we've been annihilating people, and then all of a sudden they bump you up to that next level,
Yeah.
and you like, oh, we ain't got no business here. Come on, bro. You laughing at me like you just said you kind of
That
the same
happens.
level as me.
Like
I
when
feel.
you go
No, he
on-
said he said he was under you. He might be on my level. He under you. Yeah, he on my level. Yo, I am the guy they say, damn, he on our team. Yeah, I'm
Hey,
him.
we need a fifth.
Yeah. Call Ralph. That's what they say. Call Ralph. See if he want to get
I
off.
don't know if I'm that bad.
Oh goddamn! All right, you could have rolled with me, brother. Sometimes unity is better.
Oh, man.
But that seems exciting to me. Like being a gamer myself, I know you had something to say, but like just the sponsorship, seeing gaming come to where it's come to, like that's exciting for me to know that people can actually monetize like video gaming.
Parents, you hear that right? You can monetize off playing video games. Stop sending your kid to play with the neighbor. He don't even like him.
Now, hold
Okay.
on. Now, we're not going to promote them sitting around the house now. We need them still outdoors.
Cause there's people out here that's retired because they kids playing video games. Am I lying?
No, I'm not. We actually are doing an event April 17th with some youth groups in Atlanta, and we actually are going to be teaching like the younger kids, the younger generation, and students about esports, how they can kind of use it for mental health, to combat a lot of the things that they're going through and dealing with. How they can use it as an outlet, and how they can also make money from it too.
See,
Okay.
you need to switch over from playing Spider-Man because that ain't getting
Well,
money.
no.
I wasn't gonna say
See,
that.
the thing is,
I wasn't gonna
and
say
that's
that.
what I was going to talk
I
about.
was
wasn't gonna
thinking
say
it.
that.
You was thinking
What I was going to talk about is one of the biggest ones we did not mention is the fighting community. FGC is one of the biggest esports, and it's all about fighting games. Now, it's a lot harder than the sports games and all that because it's the combos and all that stuff. You think you good. Like, we sit and we play each other, and I might win, you might beat me up all the time. You go online, you might not get in the hit in.
Yeah.
They've been had
Oh,
you.
that's why I put the bogus show down. Okay, he's
Like,
serious
they
for
serious.
real.
It's a guy,
Yeah.
Sonic Fox. This dude, man,
We ain't giving nobody else props. Don't get nobody else.
I'm just saying.
I'm just playing.
You say what you want to say. This dude, man, I think he like 18, 19. He bring home like a meal, easy.
See what
Shout
I'm
out to
saying?
him.
For
Yeah.
real.
For real. You're doing that.
But
shout
it
out
goes
to him.
into, like he was saying, because he's always been good in getting in tournaments, but he just kind of started getting on Twitch. And
I got a homeboy at the
doing all
crib.
that
Shout out to
stuff.
Fonzo. He play Madden for money. That's what he does. Like, he quit working and everything because he make more playing Madden than he do going to work.
That
Yeah,
helped me out back in the day.
They had to put time in. It's
Yo.
not like you just good. You
Yeah.
ain't got no job.
Yo,
You
let
doing
me,
that.
Let me tell you about my homeboy, man. He play with Buffalo, right? So I used to walk around the break room
Yeah.
and try to hustle games to get
Why
money.
you always trying to hustle stuff and then
You got skills, we gonna make money
As
off
soon
of
as
it.
people heard I played with Buffalo,
Yeah,
they
they
went,
want-
oh, that's easy.
They
money.
wanted to play him. So I say, yo, I got 50
Yeah.
on him. Let's go.
Easy money.
then you do the same thing with the pool table.
He is Minnesota. He Minnesota Fats of Buffalo. Don't let him say and talk like he don't know what he doing.
I don't play Mad no more though. I ain't good at pool no more. But it was a point in time where I could play. I was good at that stuff.
We almost got ran up by the pool hall one night.
Yeah, that's true.
Good.
That's true.
Come on, man.
I'd still be playing if I hadn't missed that shot.
Yeah, word. You know what I'm saying? Word. You know what I'm saying? We almost got ran up by the pool hall one night.
Man, y'all foolish, man. What was their website again, though, to look up the for the esports, your company?
So it's actually somhouse1.com, and that's SOMHOUSE 1ONE.com.
All right. Get them kids up on there.
Yeah.
I got one question for you. Let's say you got 13, 14 years old watching this show. They love video games.
Mm-hmm.
What would you tell them if they wanted to get on your level?
On my level?
Not as far as the business, not your level. Yeah, not your level.
Because they already here with this.
Right.
When they do this, the man do exactly what they tell him to do.
Yeah.
When I do it, he do what he want to do.
What would you if they really taking it that serious?
I would say start branding yourself. Stay focused. Because if you can start branding yourself early, you don't have to wait later on down the line. You can kind of pretty much make a lane for yourself and not go through some of the L's that a lot of us have had to take.
Right.
So I would say definitely start branding yourself early. If you have the opportunity to, go ahead, create your Twitch channel, go ahead and start getting people to follow you, connect with that, and also just do your research, because that's another thing that's really important, doing your research on how to maneuver in the esports industry and stuff, or just in anything in life and business.
Right. Okay, y'all heard her here first. He a professional. He ain't just around here playing around with y'all. He a professional at it. Huh?
That's what's up.
Appreciate you coming through, bro. We got some more for you though.
Yeah. Also, the other company, the Cannowoods. What can they reach?
Yeah. Let's talk about that Cannowoods a little bit.
Because you said CBD and CBG.
CBB. What's that?
So the CBG is actually a little bit stronger than the CBD.
Okay.
Still no euphoric feeling.
Okay.
But it does give you a relax high, if you want to say that. Meaning it basically allows you to be probably at your peak amount of relaxedness.
Okay.
So it's a little bit stronger, it's a little bit smoother, at least with my strand. So,
I know that, right? Talk your shit, bro. Talk your shit.
So if y'all looking for the smoothness and everything without the euphoria,
So it's like a functioning high.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I wouldn't say that, but
It's not high, but it's a functioning. I don't want to call it Adderall.
Please don't do that.
Your
Please
focus
don't do
is
that.
So say if you have anxiety or something, typically that's why a lot of people, smoke or I guess eat edibles. I'm not sure what the edible part, but basically you can use the CBD or CBG to relax the nerves. Now, is any of this medically proven? We can't say that. But what I do know personally from my use of CBD and CBG, not even having to smoke it, you can literally put it in smoothies. You can literally make a tea from it and stuff like that. From the flower itself, it actually helps to calm the nerves. It can actually help with pain and things like that. It just depends on the strength.
Yeah. Okay. We got a question from our studio audience. Oh no, we need you a little closer here, bro.
So you got something with you?
No, I don't have no.
Okay.
Okay.
He was ready to buy. He was ready to go.
Yeah, that was a
Where's
customer.
that,
That was a
That's the
customer.
lesson right there, everybody. Do you promoting? Bring your product.
Bring your stuff.
You know what I'm
with you.
saying?
You never know.
So it's actually, you can buy it online. We ship Cannowoods.com, and that's CANAWOODS.com.
Okay.
That's what's
Y'all
up.
heard
That's
that.
what's up. Support the brother.
Yeah, y'all heard that.
Yes, indeed. All right, well, we're going to move on.
Can I ask one more question about the
Oh, yeah.
CBD, CBG? Can you use that like can you like rub it on joints and stuff too, or is it all okay?
Nah, so basically, if it's turned into a cream form and stuff like that, or even the oil, you can definitely use that.
Yeah, because like I know some heads who use oils and stuff on like their knees. You know what I'm saying? As you might not have them issues, but you get a little older, you know.
Right.
Yeah, you get a little older and stuff start,
At
you
the
know.
knees, bro.
Yeah, them popping. You.
Everything making noise when you wake up.
Sound like potato chip bag waking
Come on,
up
man.
out the bed.
Come on, man. You know what I mean?
Be-
Sometimes
be glad to get to that
you gotta
point.
warm that body up sometimes. But I know some people who use it.
Gotta
So I
be
was
glad to
wondering
get
if
to
your
that
product
point, though.
was that too. But
I can tell Rueben, he takes in his product too. 'Cause
Yeah,
his whole,
yeah.
His whole demeanor is yeah.
You got me high. I'm just
Yeah, I'm just watching.
Relax,
right. Another one. We gotta use the right proper word. We gotta brand that right. It's not
Yeah.
how he's relaxed.
right. You relaxed. I feel you. I feel you.
Just relax, man. I'm feeling good.
Every now and then them giggles kind of get you up. You know what I'm saying?
Hear you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anybody got some Doritos?
Move it on, man. Move it on.
You also said you good in the kitchen too, right?
Yeah, man. So earlier today, I was actually doing an event. So I do, private catering and everything like that. That's one of my businesses that I actually went to college for because I went to the Art Institute of Atlanta.
All right.
So, yeah, man, like when it come down to cooking, I've been doing that since I was literally 7 years old. And to where I am today, I done worked with a lot of different chefs, man, a lot of top chefs, a lot of different kitchens. I used to work at the aquarium, worked at Sea Island, which is one like the Hamptons of the South. Just a lot of different places when it comes to that cooking stuff, man.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
That's
man.
big.
That's what's up. So if we had a competition of two chefs, because we got a chef in our in our chamber,
We got an in-house chef.
We got an in-house.
Yeah. We was wondering
What would be your go-to?
Yeah, what would you do?
Like-
Like let's say he come out with lamb and what he put on that plate that day?
He had we had
Lamb,
the smoked turkey leg.
smoked
We
turkey
had
leg.
smoked
And all.
turkey
What would
leg.
you combat that with?
I mean, I don't know, man. Probably like some seared scallops and like a lobster tail.
I'm going with the lobster tail.
And that's Chef Fly joint too though.
Yeah.
Lobster
Yeah.
tail.
He do-
Like,
he do that too?
Like you know what I mean?
But he didn't do it that day. He did turkey leg.
I
that
wasn't
day.
there. I
Yeah,
don't
he
know
said
about
he
that.
said he didn't want to feed all y'all like that.
Oh, that's what he said.
I ain't mad at that.
He
kept
fed
it-
us on the budget. I
He
ain't
kept
wrong with that.
He kept
Fed
it
us on the
level. He
budget.
kept it level. I ain't
And we
mad at
appreciate it.
Yeah,
We
it was
appreciate
free.
it.
I'm good.
I'm just saying, there's competition out there. You know what I'm saying? Chef Fly. That's all I'm saying. It's competition.
What got you into that, like the cooking realm? Was it like, because I'm not a chef at all, but I actually enjoy cooking, but it was because I had little brothers and sisters behind me who needed to eat.
You got cheated in the contest.
I'm not
Never
doing
mind,
that.
we'll bring that
Contest
up
was one fair and square.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you, Flex.
Yeah,
I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
respect, bro. The contest was work, but all my stuff was gone too. I ain't gonna make it seem like my food. We ain't to throw nothing over no fences.
Yeah,
My food
that's
was
what we
gone,
do
too.
with food. Yeah, we have a contest. Somebody shit, we throw it over the fence. Yeah.
Yeah, but what got you into that?
Yeah.
I mean, basically, at the time I started cooking, for the most part, because my mom's was actually sick, so she wasn't cooking, and I was young, and I was like, man, I can't eat sandwiches going to sleep no more, for dinner. So I was just like, Grandma, how do you
do this?
cook?
There you go.
So I started cooking. I burned a lot of stuff up in the beginning, and then
We all do.
I got kicked out the kitchen a couple of times, but I stayed with it. So
Right. Now that's your move. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Come on over, baby. I got a little something for you.
But it was a lot for you to want to go to school for it.
yeah,
I mean,
Yeah,
so it
somewhere
stuck with
you develop a passion for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Was it
That's
the
what's
actual
up.
like the reaction? Was it you just loving the cooking yourself, or was it the reaction you got from the people when they indulged?
basically,
Indulged.
basically,
I said that right.
It was
I
both.
was like, man.
I was.
It was both because I would say, cooking is definitely an art, but also like, man, my dad was real competitive when it came to ribs and stuff, so he would always be on me about how I cook stuff, and because of that, I would just be like, all right, so if I'm gonna cook and I'm gonna be serious about it, I gotta do this, this, and this.
Right.
And with that being the case, it just kind of put me in a mode to be like, all right, this is what I'm gonna do, because I know I'm good at it, but I just gotta take the necessary steps to learn more about it, because it's cool to cook in the kitchen and stuff, but yeah, so it definitely became a passion, not just, because I was like, oh, okay, I can cook, but I seen people reaction on their face. I remember one time I made like what it was, some candy from scratch, and
Candy. You like a Jolly Rancher or something?
Smoke weed every day.
Put it in the air, light it up. Put it in the air, light it up.
You know what I'm saying?
So basically, when I made that, my homeboy had actually tasted it. He's like, man, this is really good. What is this? It's like, man, I made this from Kool-Aid.
Wow.
So I made a whole piece of candy from Kool-Aid, and
That was it.
yeah, it was like, all right, well, something, I need to start creating stuff and, working with different recipes and stuff. So, yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
That's big.
Yeah,
Keep doing what you're doing, brother.
that's indeed.
Cause there's competition out here, and people think they can cook. Well, we tasted it. You know what I'm saying? We
Chef
maybe
Fly gonna be all over this.
yeah, he gonna kill
He'll
it.
be here next. He
Maybe-
probably gonna be here next.
Yeah, he
week.
probably be like, I need to be on y'all show
He
next
gonna
week.
pull up.
You know what I'm saying?
Where your man's at?
Yeah, where he at?
Where your man's at?
Right.
He gonna have the hat on.
He gonna come with the fedora and everything. Yeah. I'm just saying,
Nah, that's dope though.
Appreciate that, man.
That's definitely dope.
Yes, when you find time to sleep, man, all
Yeah,
this stuff you
yeah.
got
He said he
going.
didn't.
I see that.
Let's get into. We ain't finished though, because you said you had some adult things too. What was the adult stuff?
So they actually just made the Delta, I think it's 8 or 9 legal. So if y'all don't know what that is, it's basically like a specific strand.
Oh, that's
Yeah, I
thought
didn't
that-
know what was going
Yeah, I
on.
thought that was something else. Never
it
mind.
was an airplane.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
like an airplane.
I thought we were talking dildos and shit. I didn't know where this was going.
Nah, no.
Yeah, when you said adult, when people say adult to me, I be thinking of toys. and
That's
shit.
his thing. Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't know where that was
talking
going.
CBD. He's saying he got,
The man,
The real.
he
Yeah,
broke it down though, where he
Yeah.
said adult at the end.
He said he got that shit you put on your finger that don't come off.
Ooh, wait, put it in the air. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
So yeah, that's pretty much what they call it. They have like the compliant, and then they have the adult strand, or at least that's the kind of legal term.
Right. Okay.
So like they can sell that in like Michigan, Cali, and different places.
What up, though?
You know what I'm saying? They sell it up there. We ain't
Yeah.
playing with it.
And Cali get hella high.
Yeah.
So you already know.
Very high.
Yeah. You already got to use the terms from the places,
So-
man. You got to get on.
Moving on, man. Appreciate it, man. Let's get into the rest of it.
Can't with you.
I'm just saying.
He got me high because he cool in a motherfucker. You know, I'm high too. I mean, my bad. I'm relaxed.
You're
Yeah,
relaxed.
you got to use the proper terminology.
Yeah, I'm relaxed. Studio audience over there, we good. Everybody good.
Since we talking about that, I know in a lot of states, they passing these laws and this and that. Well, first off, before we get into that, how high can one get? Like all these different names and all this
Relaxed, sir.
It
let
depends
me-
on how relaxed you want to
stuff.
be.
So I
Yeah.
gotta be relaxed.
Like there's
Yeah.
different levels of relaxed. There's light relaxed, and then there's diesel
Mid-
relaxed.
I'd have been so relaxed, cuz when she tried to wake me up, nah,
Just don't touch me.
I don't even remember that she could have robbed the house. I didn't even know.
And they got that relaxed where they tap their arms and they be holding the thing and they just.
Hold on, sir. Wait a minute. We ain't talking about that kind of relax. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, there's levels to relax.
Yeah, that's real. That's a different level though.
I ain't, yo. Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm
they
saying?
get,
That, you know what I'm
they get to
saying?
biting on that rope.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
come on, guys. What
Yeah.
are you guys talking about?
I'm just
If
saying.
you don't know
guys.
what we talking about, that's good.
Don't worry about it. We done seen people put relaxed on the table and then
Hey man,
punch
do your thing.
and then punch out.
Yeah, that's not my thing.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
Huh.
I ain't never seen that for the record.
I seen it. What up, though, Minnesota? Yeah, I done
don't know
seen
why,
people
yeah,
put
man.
relaxed
When I
on
was-
the table.
Minnesota was good and wholesome when I was there.
Yeah. When I was there.
I get it.
I'm not affiliated with these guys in any.
I'm just saying.
Another one.
G4.
Oh, man. Okay.
I don't care. I'm just. You know what I'm saying?
Hell food, Doc.
I'm just saying.
What was that? C14.
Yeah. Man, it was like little.
Yo.
This your fault, dog.
Y'all dead wrong.
Let's go, man. Keep it going, man.
I'm just saying. I'm relaxed.
I don't know how to move on from this.
Just keep
Just
going.
get back to where you was at.
Yeah, keep going where you was
Don't even
going.
move on. Just go right back to what you was doing.
You can get different levels of relax.
All right. We gonna try to change gears here. Okay.
All right.
Y'all heard about the school in Utah that allowed some of the parents to pull their kids out of school so they didn't have to do Black History Month.
I definitely heard about that.
I heard about it.
So we clear. They didn't have to partake in the actual
The
Black History Month
Yeah.
Yes.
part of school.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what they had out there. They did. You can opt out of that.
Yeah.
Right.
But I just only question I have for that, because I don't have no problem with them opting out of it, because Black folks ain't did nothing but build this country anyway. So
Right.
are you gonna take them out of everything we did in history, or are you gonna continue to teach them the stuff the lies?
Right.
Yeah.
And then can my kids opt out of white history?
That's all I need to know.
Yeah, that's what I want.
That's real. That's real.
Yeah, it is.
What you feel about it, brother?
I mean, to be honest with you, when you get into that and like the historical aspect of it, man, it's trippy. But one thing I will say is, if they allowed them to be able to opt out of Black history, definitely it should be vice versa. Even opting out of the Pledge of Allegiance. Because we pledging
No,
allegiance
you gotta
to-
pledge allegiance to the country, right?
You see how he looked at you? He almost walked off the set.
That was the test.
Yeah. We tried to see where he was at.
Thank you, brother. You passed.
He almost walked off the security. Almost had to bring him back.
Who is this guy?
Right.
Why is he
Yeah.
questioning him?
I'm not answering this.
Right.
Yeah.
Man, but nah, I mean, like for real though, when you look at the landscape of the stuff that they teach us in school or just teach students in school, a lot of the stuff is hypocritical versus the real narrative anyway. So, I mean, I guess they just trying to continue to control stuff. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. We've been dealing with this for some years now. We know what time period we live in too. So,
It's heightened right now to me.
yeah.
What you mean?
I think it's heightened to the extent of, because now that we know that I think growing up for me, I was just taking what they was giving, and you learned off of that until you went home and your folks would say, okay, well, this is what it is. And that's if your parents were in that arena to give you the whoa. I didn't want to say
Slow
that,
down,
but that's
man.
literally
Slow down. We not
I didn't want to
doing
say
that.
that,
Why
but
not?
I just want
That's what it had to be.
around that way.
Yeah, to be woke.
So
And unafraid.
and
Let's
that
go with
too.
unafraid.
No,
That
you
too.
got to be both,
I mean, but we
because you got to know, and you got
gotta
to be
know.
unafraid to tell it.
But
Yeah,
we
you
didn't
gotta
grow
know.
up in a woke time.
That's not true.
We were conscious.
Conscience, and I don't know the meaning of woke because
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
Flex
the meaning of
plan.
woke.
I'm
What's
not.
the meaning of woke? What's your definition?
I'm just
of
saying,
woke?
if you understand what's going on around you, you woke. If you choose to ignore,
Okay.
I think that that's when you sleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
So
I think
this is slang.
Like
then.
when we went out, it's not slang. Like people know, but the problem is they be afraid to speak on it.
I'll
Like
give you
that's
that.
just my opinion.
I give you that.
So what I want to say with that is like you know how we go and learn stuff in school, and then you go home. Oh, mom, dad, guess what I learned in school today?
Right.
They be like, yeah, I know, but and that's what the test gonna say. But this is how it really happened.
Right.
Right.
They been new.
Right.
Right.
This ain't something that black folks is just coming up on.
Right.
We been knew about this stuff.
Just about
It's
to.
just now we tired of saying no. Now we telling our kids to go back in school and ask them about this instead.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
And they don't
It
know.
goes against what the society has,
Society,
conformed for us to actually learn.
Right.
Like I don't want to say everything, but a lot of the stuff that we learned growing up, it just was slanted through white lenses.
Right lenses, literally.
So
Through
then
their
you had to go home and learn the black side.
So am I playing with words?
I don't know what you're doing.
Yes, you did. You know what I'm talking about.
I'm over here. Man.
You relaxed.
I'm relaxed.
Right. Let's go. What you say?
So, I think just more now because it's so immediate and more people are taking action, like you said, and not stepping back and just saying, well, let me just go to work or let me just go to school and take this test. Now we're going back and it was like, well, really, did Lincoln really free the slaves? Or, you questioning these things. And then a lot of the teachers don't even have the knowledge themselves because it's the system. So I think now the system is being bucked more and the truth is out there and it's out in the open for everybody to see. And now they're scared. They're like, okay, now they getting to know too much. So we got to figure out another way to start keeping the system back, getting it back to where it was running smoothly. And that's when they starting to do stuff like this. And it's just overt now. It's more overt now than it was then because I think it was more accepted then. Now we're not standing for it.
You got something? So my opinion, when you look what happened in the 60s when people were fighting for civil rights, right? That was a big time for Black America. You know what I mean? And then we made some strides and the system kind of transformed on us, Civil rights turned into women's rights, which is not a good thing. Women needed rights too, but we're still fighting for civil rights. You know what I'm saying? So if you can divide the movement, it's not as strong.
I get what
You
you're
understand
saying.
what I'm saying? And the reason why I say that, and let me explain why I say that, because there'll be somebody who sees this and they'll be coming after me. I think before civil rights, white women still benefited from the fact that they had white husbands. I'm sorry, I definitely didn't have black husbands. They still benefited from that to where Black women who had black husbands didn't benefit the same way because their husbands didn't have privilege. Their husbands weren't. So when we start fighting for civil rights and they're going to be feminists, I already know who's going to come after me about this.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that though. So like when the feminist movement came about with women's rights, it's not that they didn't deserve rights, but now here we are. You still, like white people still were getting more out of the situation because white males already ran everything. So now we're going to give white women a voice as well. So now, and that's married to the white man who runs everything.
Right.
Like this is the uphill battle that I feel like in America, Black people have been fighting the entire time.
Right.
That's
a good point.
When I think of history, like I always say, like the books need to be updated. Like I just pulled it up online. Like you was talking. Mm-hmm. The last time the actual textbooks was updated was 2006.
Well, I mean, they're not going to update the textbooks.
Hold on, wait, but they say they update them every. I'm just reading, because everybody believe Google. You know what I'm saying? It said every 6 to 10 years. I mean, every 6 to 7 years, the books are updated. But the last time they was updated off Google,
right,
is 2006.
I don't think they even use textbooks anymore.
Oh yeah, they still got books in school. There's money in books.
They do,
yeah.
But I know my nieces.
Yeah,
they have tablets.
The tablets and stuff. I mean,
yeah.
but the thing with that is like, if we still teaching the history, let's say we all in our 40s. I don't know about you. Mm-mm. Yeah, but you 35 at least. Mm-mm. God damn.
You're not even 30. See, I read the bio.
Yeah.
I did my homework.
Okay, so everybody here was born.
I did my homework. You wasn't going to come here and get me.
Everybody here was born in at least 88. 89?
91.
God damn, bruh.
I did the research, though.
Okay. So with that being said, it's 2021. You know what I'm saying? So much history done happened between even our years. You know what I'm saying? That they not putting in these books. So when our kids come out, they still thinking. Think about when we was in school. Like Martin Luther King, Frederick Douglass, Rosa Parks.
You know me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
When you take away stoplights, peanut butter.
Refrigerator, the actual light.
When you start
bulb,
they're not going to tell you anything.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, things like that. They don't tell them that. So when the kids come out, they be like, well, this is what they taught me. But history changes so much that I feel like, and now that you say that they on tablets, teach what's more recent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Do we need to know our past? Absolutely. You have to know your past.
They taught you your past.
No, but they tell our
slave.
past. Yeah, that's what
Through
they
their
tell
eyes.
us though.
Like
We
you
created
said.
you for slavery.
Yeah,
Through their eyes,
that's
right.
it. Right.
We found you in the woods.
But what?
uncivilized.
That's real, and we helped you get
civilized you.
right. We helped you get to where you are.
Fuck what the Moors did in all the Caucasus
No, yeah,
Mountains
yeah, we
and
ain't
all
talking
of that.
about
when
all
y'all
that.
was living
Yeah.
with animals
Talking about
and
it.
doing all of that nonsense.
Talk about it.
Don't nobody want to talk. I'm sorry. Let me chill.
They cut the nose off. We seen it personally.
Yeah, we've been there.
Saw the math on the wall.
I'm just saying.
We
Like
seen
some
it-
of the
we
stuff
seen
that
it
y'all say that
for
y'all
real.
was there for, man. Them up until 1996, if you was a North African in America,
Right.
it counted you as white, regardless of what you look like.
That's real. That's in your books.
1996.
Right.
That's the census. Come on, B.
Okay.
It didn't matter because
That's
what they
real.
were saying is, there's no way that y'all was here. This had to be us.
And that's what I'm saying. Like you need to update these books. It's more frequent than 6-7 years, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot happens in this time. I'm pretty sure they ain't even got Barack was even the president
Nah, they ain't got no
in
books
these
of that.
books.
But you live that history you live in.
But I'm
It's just
talking
like
about,
when we was
but
little.
I'm saying though, it's kids that's right now.
No, but then by the time they get to
we
learning,
hopefully it's there because it says
it's supposed to be
2006
in
though.
there. So let's speak about us. Like when we was maybe 8th grade,
Right.
You know, so I'm gonna talk from late 90s
Right.
to late 80s to early 90s.
Right.
They probably was teaching out of books that was probably mid 80s.
Shit, probably
Yeah,
for
right.
farther
It
back
was
than
like-
that.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we had
Yeah.
older books, but a lot of stuff you was living. So like I remember when they used to roll the TV in there, and there were certain things they would show you.
Yeah,
Right.
Like that was their
right.
way of saying we're gonna teach you what's going on now as well.
Right.
But you need to know that in 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue,
Right.
and he discovered people.
He stole some
And what
shit.
he not saying that he was lost. They
No, he
they
wasn't
don't
lost.
tell you that his navigator was
Right.
black. They don't tell you the
They don't
stuff.
tell you the real part about
But
it.
that's the thing.
I
History
didn't tell you
goes
he
to the
couldn't go home
victors.
either.
Huh?
He couldn't go home.
Yeah.
They don't want to talk about that.
History goes to the victors. Whoever is penning it.
Right.
What the old African proverb,
Right.
man? Until the lion can write, man.
The
History's always
the
gonna be
history
told
ought to
by
be
the
told
hunter.
by the hunter. Yeah, absolutely.
And I know I messed that up, but I'm close.
We was close though.
That
we,
was good.
We worked. Wait, we was like that far off.
Yeah, it ain't. But what I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like when you look at these things, man, history is the people who recorded are always gonna. I ain't recording nothing that gonna have me looking like a slouch.
Yeah, but it's
I'm not gonna
time,
tell you
man.
I was in the mountains in caves.
So you
Black people ain't cavemen. We ain't come from caves.
you figure by 2015 they
No.
should have Kamala in the book.
No. Well, Kamala. No, first of all, it's 2021. Kamala.
Oh
just got
shit,
it.
I'm tripping.
Yeah.
You saying
2025, yeah, 2025.
But I think
They should have
I think
Kamala
what
in the
they're-
book.
With Corona, I think the things that are happening now are. I don't know if we're gonna continue to have books. I think we're gonna have tablets. I think they're gonna be
that mean
using more Google.
it should be quicker than that.
And then another thing that happens, and I know you guys, if you ever went to college, you know a lot of teachers will use books that their friends wrote to support them.
That's real.
You know what I'm
That's
saying? Which is
real.
why it's important to network
Right.
as
And-
black people
and
like,
to
make sure
read
we understand
like the
that-
book club.
Yeah,
That's
the book
another.
club.
That's another thing.
I'm not gonna do that.
Orlando, shout out Afro Rican. He usually be on y'all head about that
That
book.
book
Yeah,
club.
he,
I'm reading though, just for the record.
yeah. I read anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's a lot that goes into that when we speak about teaching our children. But one thing I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna shout my mom out real quick, man. My mom she made sure because I went to a white grammar school.
Right.
Like it was some of us in there. We were sprinkled.
Right.
I went to white up until 8th grade.
Right.
But when I came home with stuff, my mom made sure that I understood our
The real.
history.
The real.
Right.
Like, yo,
Yeah.
you know that this happened. And then,
Absolutely.
like, so like that's something that black people, we can't expect them to educate us.
Don't nobody teach yours like you.
Yeah. And then like everything, we can't expect them like to teach us how to look at them differently.
Right.
That's not going to happen, in my opinion.
But you gotta know too, though. You can't teach your kids if you don't know.
I think a lot of us do. I think a lot of us do,
know,
man. I honestly,
I
black
want to
people
give us that
in
credit, but I don't know,
2021,
bro.
Black people, it's too much information out here where black people still thinking that all they ever was slaves.
Like,
Well, you say that, Flex, because you were able to. You was
I had it in the
exposed
house.
to that
Right.
in the
I had it in
house.
the house.
There's a lot of people that weren't exposed and don't even care to know. All they want to care about is how they can make their next buck. If it ain't putting money in their pocket, they not trying to learn about their
They
history.
call it useless information.
But can I
Right.
say, because I don't disagree with that completely, but I think in today's world where the library walks around with you in your pocket,
For real.
you
Agreed.
don't drop your library. If you leave your library at the house,
You turn it around.
you turn it around. So at the point that you have the answer to almost any question that you have
real.
about history, or if you really wanted to know about something, you could Google it, and then you don't even got to type it. Say you can't write. Hey Google, tell me about.
I'm still gonna rebuttal you with that. I'm gonna
For real.
rebut that and say, if your circle don't talk about history,
That's
where
not
are
true.
you gonna get it
That's
from?
not true.
If you don't hang around people that are interested or bring up these conversations,
That's
which
not
we
true.
do all the time, they're never going to take the time for themselves to say, let me find out about,
I agree.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you're not taught to question things, I agree with that.
The year of being different is looked at as a flaw than is looked at as something powerful. You know what I'm saying? Like, for us to sit here, let's say we all relaxed. Let's say
definitely relaxed.
let's say the studio audience.
Smoke weed every day.
Let's say the studio audience is totally against it. If we not who we are, sound mind and soul, body and soul, we look to him as a negative. Like that's just how it goes. You know what I'm saying? In today's society. In society, period. I'm gonna say that coming up because the guy that wasn't doing what you're doing was always looked at different.
Right.
But it was always a negative.
But you know, it's hard to go against the grain. That's something that's got to be that we need to teach.
Yeah, we need to teach our kids that.
But that's why so many people don't stand for anything.
Individual.
It's
I know a
better
gang
to
of them
just
people.
be.
Yeah.
I know a gang
It's
of
better.
them people.
Like I had a conversation with a young lady. Actually, I'm gonna tell the story. I had a conversation with a young lady today at work, and she was like, "Oh, you just be talking. You a sucker. This, that, there, and the third. Like, yeah, this is how she was talking. I said, the only thing that could make you don't define me.
Right.
The only thing that could make me a sucker is to sit here and argue with you, or try to put my hands on you.
Right.
A
That's the only
big
thing that-
sucker.
That's the only thing that could make me a sucker.
Right.
But you have to understand when these things are happening. Like we allow people to push us because your opinion don't mean shit.
But people need to understand that. Just because how you feel about me, that don't mean I should actually take that in.
Exactly.
But a lot of people can't do that.
But see, when you start hearing the oohs and the ahs in the back, you can't fall for that.
But it get to you though.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, you know what? It's only going to get to you if you allow it to.
If you don't
Yeah.
understand who you are.
One thing my mom always told me, stop letting, and she still tells me to this day, stop letting people have so much control over you. Mm-hmm. Like they can put the battery in your back and all of a sudden they could make you do what they want you to do. You losing every time.
Every
All
time.
the time.
I ain't gonna front. I still struggle with some of that. But
no,
not
I
with
do.
a woman. I'm not like, oh, you right. You got it.
Right.
But you know, you have to learn those things over time.
What you think, dog?
I mean, at the end of the day, man, I think everybody's opinion and expression is valid in each person's own way.
That's their reality.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel you on that.
That's real.
And that's okay. And if in your reality, I can't play 2K, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But I promise you when I log on and I get against you, I'm going to drop you off. Even if it's just a 6.3 3 rebound and 2 assist game,
Yo,
I'm going to tell you I
This
dropped
looks
you
like
off.
a silent challenge here that I really.
Yeah.
I play
we'll-
Xbox too.
we'll-
I got both, just so you know. I'm in
I'm
there.
gonna have to log on. I'm gonna have to.
Are you any
you a
good?
you a PS5.
You play
First of-
Spider Man?
first of
No,
all,
I got 4. I got my dude 92 on the 4.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's trash. Just for the record.
Well,
Yo,
I mean,
oh,
because
he
I'm
not-
on the 5 now.
oh, he not
'cause
in the group?
I can't still be working on.
I get it,
the
but
4
you're
as
90.
I'm on
If
the-
you bring your 92 out there, I got an 88 that'll
Yo,
kick his ass.
shout out,
88.
yo, shout out,
88.
shout out to the Come On 2K group, man.
Big shout outs to come on 2K. See, I know you got a whole community. You
Yo.
have you got a higher platform. I got a community on Facebook.
Yeah.
Of a
Shout out
bunch
to
of,
the
like,
Come On
yeah.
2K, man.
All of us think we nice. And I'm nice, but I don't know about them. All of us think we nice though. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take that disc, you know what I'm saying, so they
Yeah.
can have something to talk about. But yeah, like you know that's big. That gaming community stuff is big, man.
Yeah.
And thank you for having especially being a young black male that's actually trying to raise us, to give us a platform.
To monetize.
Yeah, to monetize our efforts. Because some people just playing 2K and trash, Shannon.
Me.
Dang, you just
Shannon
calling
still
people out?
trash?
Shannon's still trash.
Just calling.
Damn.
JB, your last man was trash.
What about stir fry?
Oh, man, y'all gonna make me say his name?
My bad. Stir fry.
Stir fry.
Smack.
Smack
Yeah.
is Smack play GTA.
Another one.
You know who I'm gonna call out that everybody's gonna laugh at? Larry.
Another
Oh,
one.
Larry trash, huh?
Nah, he ain't, but I'm gonna call him out just getting pissed off.
Oh, okay.
Another
That's
one.
cool. That's cool. Larry
I don't
trash.
play enough to
Yeah.
have to worry about having
I
to
ain't
see
been on it
anybody.
in years.
Another one.
Orlando, I need you to come back because this seat
Amp is
was
trash.
Another one.
this
Amp
seat
trash.
was
Amp
not
trash.
this
Amp
seat
trash
was
in
not
life.
like this.
All the Watsons is trash.
Yeah.
Another one.
And Xavier. I said his name.
Another one.
This
Yeah.
is just it's out of
Another
control.
one.
Yeah.
So, bro, listen. I know you knew and you don't. So now I got 2K beef in the streets.
Yeah.
You just did
And
it.
I just,
You just did
We
it.
need
you know
to
how
log-
2K beef
They
go.
like log on. They texting you now. Log on. Where you at? Log
Yeah.
on.
Just so you know, bro, I got beef in the
Let's set up a
streets.
tournament, man.
Yeah. Oh, y'all heard that?
Another
Come
Y'all
on,
heard it? Let's
2K.
set up a tournament. And I'm going to have all the glitch shots.
Oh my god.
Big up. Boop, 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 boop,
Moving on. Where we going?
I appreciate you for understanding, bro.
Smoke weed every
That's all.
day.
I'm relaxed.
Yeah, I'm very relaxed. What we got?
Oh man. Another I gotta go back to us. There's a couple in the Bay Area. They bought a house. I think this was about 6 years ago. They bought a house. They paid about 800K for this house. They bought it from another black family. The neighborhood is, I won't even say it's gentrified, but it's a pretty nice neighborhood where it's kind of hard for black folk to get in there. So they bought it from a black family, and they said they want to keep the house with black folk. So they went in, they put another 4K in the house and said they wanted to get it appraised. So when they got it appraised, after they put in another 4K on top of an $800,000 house,
All right.
their appraisal came back at 900K.
Okay.
And they're like, what? After all this work we done to this house, it's only $100,000 more than what it was appraised for? It's a black couple. So they argued with their lenders and this and that, and they said, hey, come back. We want to do another appraisal. So they went through the proper procedure to get it done. But they said, you know what? We're going to ask one of our white friends to come over and show our house.
Uh-oh.
So one of their friends, white lady, came over. She set up the house like it was hers. They came in. They did their appraisal. It came back at a 1.485. Same house, different person. 1.485. Almost 500,000. They tried to jip out of these folk just because they was black.
They're telling y'all worth.
Just because they was black. And that's pretty much black people. Another thing, another home ownership in the U.S., 44% black, 74% white. That tells you that they don't want us owning anything. So, and I'm not saying home ownership is for everybody, but you need to own at least a condo, something,
No, you need to own land. That's for everybody.
land.
You need to own a piece of the rock. Absolutely.
If I may. So now we get back into the whole purpose of redlining.
Exactly.
Like this is what redlining
Absolutely.
results in. Like my parents bought a house. So Lord forbid if my mom passes 40 years from now at 120 something years old or 100 years, 110, whatever it's going to be, like we would inherit the house that she got. Like they've been doing this since the 30s, 40s,
Yes.
50s. Like I think it was real big right after the Great Depression in the 40s, where when redlining really started to where we're not going to give people loans over. So you have to rent
Yeah.
from people who own the house. So not only are the people who own those houses gaining generational wealth,
Right.
they're also passing that wealth on to their kids from
their
not
kids.
just that, but from their own houses that they were able to own.
And you don't get nothing.
So this is what this is like. I think, and this is what bothers me when we start talking about this stuff is, as black people, we've known this stuff forever, but yet and still we still talk about it in the shadows.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and that's the one thing that really bothers me is like that's why I told you earlier. I think a lot of black people are still afraid to speak against what white supremacy is.
Right.
And that's why from the 60s to the 80s when the Fight the Power movement was going to really now, like that's why I think there's like a cycle for them. It's going to come up, we're going to make some symbolic changes, and then all of a sudden we're going to go back to how things were.
The norm.
Yeah.
What's comfortable.
Yeah. So that's why you might hear a lot of people in the nation come across and say, hey, we need to separate. Like, give us our own spots and let us make our own. We'll be sovereign in the middle of the United States. they're not gonna let that happen because they can't tax you.
They did. They let the Indians do it. Some
Yeah,
of
but they're in.
Yeah, but they stole
They
from them first.
Yeah, but they stole
they?
everything.
They stole us.
They stole. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
going to say. Yeah, so
And part of the reason they're not like it's it's more black people here than it is, Indians.
yeah, it is.
That's real.
Like everything, all of this is about power, in my opinion. And the power only concedes the power.
That's real.
Right. Yeah, man, them heavy
How we go
words.
from video games to talking about power conceding the power?
That's real. That means we well rounded.
We all
What you
over the
got?
place.
What you got?
You want more? What you got? You seem real anxious to keep it moving.
I mean, we're working on an hour. Our fan base.
You say real anxious.
Attention span only goes for an hour and
Yo,
7 minutes.
Dude told me, hey man, y'all show too long.
Yeah.
For who?
How long is Power? Don't get me started.
I don't know. I don't watch power.
Let me be.
Shout out to 5-0, but I
I'm
don't
just saying,
watch
how
it.
long is these little shows? About an hour?
Breakfast Club. How long, bro?
About 3 hours.
3 hours, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Every day.
All right.
Anyway,
But they talking juicy gossip.
I mean,
You ain't got nothing. Give them something juicy, Ralph.
this is juicy for college students. Biden told y'all he was going to give y'all $10,000 and the interest on them student loans. He not just forgiving loans. He's not doing it.
Okay. So what that tell?
I mean, that was part of his campaign.
Yeah, it was.
It was part of his
was.
campaign.
So
Is he gonna give money back to those of us whose loans are already paid? Because I can use some of that money back.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
No, sir.
You show.
what they call that the PPP loan. You go ahead and you get that loan, get you some money. Brady got one. The GOAT.
You talking about Tom?
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
Yeah. He got a PPPE loan for his company, one of his companies.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they signed the petition.
I just need my few grand that I borrowed back in the day back. Yeah, I can get a double up.
I'm just saying they signed a petition for this man to return that money back.
Okay.
Cause he,
wow.
yeah,
Yeah, but Biden said 10,000. That's it. That's the cap. I ain't rolling with y'all the whole thing. So if y'all spent that money,
School is overpriced.
yeah, very much so. It's a business.
School is it is.
It's
Yo, I
business.
went to school for computer programming and computer information systems.
I think that's why we cool. Like,
Yo,
I went to
That's
school.
what I
there
went to
are
school.
there are very few jobs for computer information.
They tell you to go
systems
back to
left
school.
Yeah,
They tell you to go back
had
to
keep
school.
going.
Yeah, no.
Even what
no,
they was
I'm not
teaching
buying. I'm not buying more school.
Well, that's what they tell
to
you
make
gotta
more
do.
money.
Right. You
No.
know what they was doing with that with us? If had we stayed, what they do now is they come out with new languages. You go and you pay and you get a certificate.
Certificates.
You want this cubicle? You gonna have to pay for it.
I don't want the cubicle. I don't want it. I
Yeah,
don't want
you
it.
don't
get
want you.
I don't
certificates.
want it.
You go pay for the certificate, and then when you go get your job, it's usually like a year or a 2-year contract. So and you may make good
contract
money,
money for them
but
2
after
years.
that, you got to go back out and find another
renegotiate
job
or
and
find another
renegotiate
one.
and
That's right.
find and get more certificates because they keep coming out with more languages that you have to learn.
Which is why you got to take the entrepreneur route, like my brother right here, and which is why we need to support each other more.
Yes,
which
indeed.
is why all of a sudden anything that's black business that we can do collectively, we
Right.
gotta rock with it.
right.
We gotta rock with it. Like I'm a video gamer at heart. I don't get to do it like I used to.
Because you got a business.
And if
Say why though.
And if he, I do got a business.
got
But
a
if my man got
business.
the right numbers, I could work some stuff out.
And
I
we
don't
can
know.
get real intellect on.
You know what I'm saying?
you know
I don't
what
have
I'm
no
saying?
problem doing that
Come
if the
on,
pay
man.
is right.
Huh?
I need an A&R. You know what I'm saying?
talk
I'll
some
play a
money.
little more if the pay is right.
Come on.
But otherwise, I got to go out here and make these other moves.
Why
you
not
know?
get on the pool table? Ain't no money on the pool table.
No, it's always money on the pool table.
And we ready now.
But I ain't that. I
you're-
ain't. But I'm low level, man.
Don King.
I'm low level.
we
He done kinging it.
we
He
just
done
ready.
kinging it.
We ready now.
I'm just saying, if you give me a release for Jump Shot 98, bro, we can make millions.
This guy, man.
In other news, Ahmaud Arbery case has they brought it to where they looking at the stand your ground laws in Georgia. They trying to look and change that from just off that one case.
Really?
Yeah, they really looking into that. I seen that on the news this week.
I'm trying to think how that would look in Georgia and not Atlanta because that's two different.
Yeah, it said Georgia. It didn't say Atlanta. It said Georgia.
That's two
Because that
different.
didn't happen in Atlanta.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if that's gonna be a good thing or a bad thing.
Well, it depends.
Stand your ground, man. It gives scared people
The right to shoot
the
black
right
people.
to shoot
Yeah.
black people, man.
Right.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
I'm already scared of you.
I mean, I'm
Your
just
skin is a weapon.
if it give us another, I guess, a chance to live. I just gotta put it that way. Then let's get it, man.
Do we got real chances to live
I
other
mean-
than to submit?
I mean, shit.
All bucking
They-
seems
they-
like
they-
you getting shot.
We shot. We practice right now. They don't even shoot at targets no more. They shoot at us.
You a target. You not even your property.
What I just say?
If
They
I can shoot
at
at my
us.
milk
They
carton,
don't-
I
that's-
definitely can shoot at Brown.
Yeah, they're not gonna do that. They'd rather shoot at you and get off.
That's what I'm saying.
So you seen Survival? What's the movie? Ice-T?
I see. Yeah, live targets.
Yeah, they ain't trying to shoot at them no more. They trying to shoot at us. They want to make sure they can hit some shit that's moving.
Right.
This is a challenge.
So we can move some shit, man. We gotta do that.
So they hunting y'all? That's what you're saying?
I ain't call it hunting. They like killing.
Well, that's just history moving right along because before
Why
the
you touching the board, bro?
Well, no, because I was just gonna say before the Black Panthers came out with their arms out in the streets.
That's true.
It wasn't a problem when they did it, but then when Black Panthers came up to the Capitol with their guns out, no, we got to stop this. You can't. You got to have a permit to have your gun out in
Man,
public.
shit. I seen on the news. Shout out to the state of Michigan, but them white boys was out there, man, with their rifles in the Capitol. Ain't nobody touching nobody.
Remember that shit that happened out in Portland, Oregon? They was in the federal. They occupied a federal building, if I remember correctly.
Was it?
Yeah, they was out there. They wasn't playing no game.
Yeah.
They wasn't
Real,
playing no
man.
games
Yeah,
with assault rifles,
yeah.
and they're liberals. That's what the Trumpettes, they get mad about stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Proud boys.
You know what I mean? They can't be out here on this. Yeah, Trump actually said that Oregon, Portland, like we got a problem out there.
Hell yeah.
We got to get, he was y'all law and order president.
I don't know about y'all, but gotta watch this guy.
I
Baby
heard
words
that, right?
is
That's-
tricky.
that's-
I don't pay them no attention.
Yeah, they're Americans. I'm black in America. I know it's a difference.
Okay.
Oh,
You see how they diss me?
now this
I ain't come back on
this
here
might
no
hit
more,
home
man.
with a lot of us. The story that went across the TV, a lady had to go to work. She left her 2 kids in a motel she was staying at so she can go to work. Laws found out, arrested her, took the kids, whatever. My question to y'all is daycare got so expensive that we just risk it all to just keep a job and just keep kids, safe at some point? Like, is daycare that big of a business? I didn't have to go through that with my kids. We worked it out with us, shift, make sure we was on different shifts, so
I got
we,
days, you got
so we had
nights.
to pay for that, stuff like that. You ain't got no kids. I don't know about you, brother.
Yeah, I got that.
So I don't. Is daycare that expensive? Like, what are we doing with? Is it really for helping people, or we just helping ourselves?
I can't comment on it.
I think it just depends, on the actual business itself, because some of them are about helping, especially the mothers and stuff. But I mean, other ones, they just looking at it for the fiscal, economic benefit, definitely.
Cause I mean, I know some people, man, that I work with, man. They first week might go to daycare. Don't let you have a newborn. Like,
I mean, I guess it goes back to the old saying that if a man steals a loaf of bread to feed his family, like, is he wrong?
is he wrong?
Right.
Like, we've outpriced so much stuff for people, for everyday people, us.
Yeah, this lady risked. She put her kid in a hotel room, motel. They said, I'm gonna use the right word, motel.
Did it say
I
how
watched
they
my
were?
little brother when I was young. I was
Yo.
10 with a 5-year-old in the house.
Yo, my mama gonna be mad at this. My brother used to leave me in the house so he can go, do what he had to do.
Yeah.
But I knew the rules. Don't
I
answer
didn't
the
know that,
phone.
man.
Mm-hmm. Don't go to the door.
Don't
Don't
open
open
the door,
the
none
door
of
for
that.
nobody.
You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
Oh, we know
I
that.
think in today's society, like, people, they're actually cracking down on that more.
Yeah.
Even being a latchkey kid
They don't even have that no more, do they?
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like 7, 8 years old with keys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't know about the
Let
latch.
yourself
we
in.
were-
Don't
yeah.
you open that door for
Don't
nobody.
answer the
I'll
phone.
be there in
I'll
about
there.
2 hours.
Yeah, that's
They
it.
was calling at a certain time. You better answer the
Yeah,
phone.
that, call me when you walk in
Like-
the house, or
like
like you
you-
said, I'm gonna call at a
Like
certain time.
You charging a family. Usually, I hate to say it like this, but it's real. It's a single mother. a great abundance of money,
It ain't my fault you single.
and that's real. I get that, but we talking about $1,000, bro.
Yeah. I think the morality in it is definitely
It's
out of place.
crazy. Like this,
But
is
but what they
crazy.
saying is they trying to hold black people accountable for their choice because they feel like we are welfare, we are the fathers who don't take care of their kids. All of this stuff is built around us. Because I'm not saying that white people they aren't affected by it. You know what I'm saying?
But the laws are built for us.
Yeah, like that's how it works.
Absolutely.
And we and per their laws, we are always going to have harsher sentences.
Yeah.
And you know what that means? That means more money for the system.
Right, that's real. Shout out to the brother from I think it was called Quality Control. It's some record label. I think the Migos was on it. I don't know, but the brother paid. He paid the $10,000 to get her.
Yeah, I did
Yeah,
see that.
he got her out, whatever, because he said he was a product of that.
Yeah.
You know,
I
mom
did
had to
see
leave
that.
him at home, so he paid for her to get out, whatever. I don't know where that's going, but shout out to him for that, man. But we need to look at this as it still take a village out here.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It still take a village, but goddamn, this village got condos on it now.
Yeah. And you know, I think now a lot of times because of the daycares, like my neighbor across the street had a daycare.
Yeah,
So she didn't charge my parents. She would just make sure we got in the house.
right.
And
Lock
I
the
don't
door.
think we have those houses in the neighborhood anymore because nobody trusts nobody.
I don't know my neighbors. Ain't that what people say?
Yeah, that's real.
And they don't.
Right.
We don't try to get to know. So you got to drive 10 miles down the street
Yeah,
and
man.
pay that
And pay it
$300, $500 a week for daycare. So it gets back to
honey, what that daycare?
I don't know. I was
Like,
just
I'm
throwing
just-
a number out.
yeah, like
I was just
daycare
throwing a
crazy.
number
I
out.
ain't got no kids. I don't know what the
Yeah,
numbers
that's
are.
why I said I don't know the numbers.
The
So,
daycare crazy,
but,
man.
yeah, I think we just got to get back to getting to know one another.
That's true.
Like you said, it takes a village.
That's true.
You know, we
My
can't.
parents knew everybody on my block. My mom to this day still know it's 1 billion kids on the street. Like literally, my street look like China.
Right.
I probably shouldn't have said that.
I mean, you
But she
said-
know every name and she know their parents' name. I be like, Ma, who is these kids?
That was a little racist.
I don't know what it was.
saying.
I just act like I ain't hear it.
No, China just they're overpopulated. I'm
Yeah,
not
they
saying
are.
that.
I mean,
I
you
wasn't
were
saying
saying
it on
you-
no. I like that's what China's
You were
known
factually
for.
correct.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to be. First of all, I'm not a racist because I don't have the power to oppress nobody. I'm black. Let's get that straight first. You know what I mean? Now you can say it was prejudice, you can say it was inappropriate, but it definitely wasn't racist.
Get him, Flex.
No, man, I'm not going for none of that bullshit.
Get him, Flex.
Damn, I cussed twice.
Get him, Flex.
You not going for what?
None of that nonsense.
Okay.
You wouldn't give me again. Cause my mom would be on the phone at 6:30 in the morning. Baby, what was that you was talking about?
You and that cussing boy.
You and that cussing boy. You and Ralph cuss too much.
Hey, y'all know what that means.
Yeah, that's it.
Rule, again, man, thank you for coming through, telling us all the goodness you got rolling up in there. One more time, tell the people where they can find all your stuff, man.
So if you want to find like everything directly, just hit me up on Instagram at Real Rueben Wood. And that's RealRuebenWood. You can see all the links to the pages and websites there.
Okay.
He made it simple. Hit my link tree.
Yeah,
D.
yeah.
That's what he said.
And I got everything right.
I got everything you need on the link tree. It's a dope interview too, bro.
Yes,
Appreciate
indeed.
you.
Definitely a dope.
Thank
It
y'all
was
for
cool
having me.
conversation.
Yeah.
And on some real, I'm relaxed.
For real. Just off him, I got relaxed.
That's that Aaron Rodgers. Relax.
Right.
Shout out to Afro Rican, man.
Shout out to the
We
Rican.
see you come back up in here next week, bro.
Orlando
Enjoy yourself out
Crespo.
there.
I hope I wrote the R's right. We gave him some rice and beans.
Yeah.
Yo, speaking of everything we spoke on today, I just want to ask everybody one question. Put it on the page, your answer. Is a sin a sin if the end justifies the means?
That's gonna be a big problem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's see what
at least we're gonna have something to talk about this week.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Plenty.
I'm out.